Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and today we're going to be unboxing an order from Mattel Creations as well as Ringside Collectibles. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today my Mattel Creations order came in, as well as one of my Ringside Collectibles orders. I think I've made like 4 or 5 at this point. I don't even remember, and they just keep showing up. So maybe Ringside will run a deal that I don't feel like taking them up on their offer. But even though they're doing like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then like we're alternating those. Then there's the like holiday sale they'll throw in there. A New Year's sale was one of them that went up, and the prices vary sale to sale, but a lot of the stuff that I've picked up has kind of stayed the same, and I think it's partially just because they can't get rid of that stock. Every now and then they will throw in a figure that's a little bit different. Like the one that I got that never went back down to the price was the pink gear Adam Cole from the Owen Hart tournament. That one dropped down to like $12.99. I think it was when I bought it on one of the first Black Friday sales, and then it just went up from there, and it didn't go back down. So sometimes that happens, and then sometimes it just keeps going down, like the Jericho Housen figure. So I've got a big old box of Ringside Collectibles, which I don't even like. I ordered so much on these Black Friday sales that I don't even remember what's in each order specifically. So I love when these come in. I make that order, I'll spend a ton of time putting it in, and then I forget about it. And then they show up and I'm excited all over again. So let's get to unboxing. Okay, so this order from Ringside has some stuff for customs as well as some stuff that I've just been waiting on. So a couple of the figures I picked up specifically for some customs right here are the Polka Dot Stardust, the Dusty Rhodes inspired Stardust attire from WrestleMania 32, I think it was. That was the one that I attended. I picked these up for the legs. So I'm going to be making a set of the rockers, and I'm going to use the 3D print file from 3XR for his Marty Jannetty and for the Shawn Michaels in his library. And then I'm going to be making my own set of the rockers with ball joint legs. I really like the rockers that we got from Mattel. I like the shirts with those. I like the head sculpts, but we're not going to get another Marty Jannetty. And what am I trying to say? The legs on those rockers, I feel like if I breathe on them wrong, they're going to snap. So I want to make another set that I can pose around and use. I want to do a pic fed. I want to do maybe not even a full pic fed, but I want to start taking more pictures with all of my figures because I have a ton. And a lot of you comment saying like, you should start a pic fed because you have a ridiculous amount of figures, and I completely agree. So these were $10.99. I decided to pick up 2 of them. The legs, gonna get the acetone, the design off all those. I've already got ideas. I just needed some base figures. So these Stardust figures are gonna be perfect for it. They've got the double jointed arms. Someone commented a couple weeks ago asking why I choose like what arms I do for figures, because like my Motor City machine guns, one had single jointed arms, one had double jointed arms, and I said like it's just about what I have available. So I'm trying to stock up on double jointed arms, and I don't want to just buy a bunch of figures. Like even $10.99 is a good deal for this Stardust. And if it was like my rule when I'm picking up fodder is that I want to try to get it at least $10 or below. That's what I'd be willing to spend on a figure at my comic shop. So these were $10.99, a tiny bit above that threshold, but I got the arms. The legs are really what I was looking for, and everything else I'm going to need I have already. So needed some base bodies, but we've got a couple Stardust figures here. Next up is one I had to order. We got the t-shirt Bryan Danielson, and I don't know, apparently everyone just hates this figure, which I guess I don't love it. I don't love the head sculpt. I guess if they're going for the look on the box, sure. I almost ordered a bunch of these. These are, I don't know if it's $2.99 or $1.99. but they're super cheap on Ringside. And I saw someone say that they were gonna order a bunch of these just for the white shirt. And then I almost did the same, but then I got a sewing machine for Christmas. So one of the things I want to start doing this next year to go along with my customs is making my own cloth goods. So that is a big thing. I've got the 3D printer. I want to just be able to do like everything. I love all of the creators. There's so many important people in the community, like Curbstomp Custom decals. Obviously, like I get a ton of decals from him. I get a lot of sculpts from Heteration. I get cloth goods from Threadhead. And it's all a big process, but it's expensive. And if I can help myself out financially or just help anyone out by being able to do all of that on my own, at least a little bit, then it's gonna help the channel, and I don't know, maybe I can help others. But all that to say, I wanted to pick one of these figures up, and I picked this up before someone had mentioned that they were just gonna stockpile it for the shirts and everything. I really didn't know if I would use the parts, so I decided to just grab one of these. It was $2.99, just kind of a throw-in. I was using the free ship code, so it wasn't going to change the shipping on anything. And it's one where I can like throw it in, and then when I average out the price of all the figures in my order, it really brings down that average because it's $2.99. So there's that Bryan Danielson. Next up, not the most exciting thing, but something that I keep in my wish list on Ringside, which I didn't even know this was a thing until recently, but you can add things to your wish list on Ringside, and then, because I'd always put stuff in my cart, and then if I let the page sit for too long, it would reset, my cart would be gone. I didn't know you could just add it to your wish list, and then it just stays, and you can just add it right back into your cart. But anyway, I picked up 2 more packs of the 10-pack of white display stands because I use those a lot when I'm putting customs together. A lot of them are not like, the legs aren't fully, like the pegs aren't all in and everything. I don't use these on my shelves. I use them on my work in progress, like customs that are ready to go. It makes life easier. So I picked up 20 more of these. They're like $3.99 or $4.99 a pack. Not too expensive. Next up is one that I went back and forth on. I wasn't sure if I was gonna order, and it's dropped down quite a bit in price. When I first saw the pictures of this, I was really pumped, and then I got the normal version, and I wasn't sure I was gonna grab it, but I decided to pick up the AEW Ringside exclusive Hook, and he came in the green shorts, which is like his normal look, but this was from one of the AEW pay-per-views. I don't remember which one. I think it was when he teamed with Action Bronson, and then he still like wore these a couple times. But I thought these shorts looked good. They were different than just the normal all green. The box is cool. I don't know why it's just the like 2/3 flap right here, because there's still accessories in there. Maybe mine's just stuck, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not going to do a full review of this. I'm going to take it out and kind of look at it. I thought that the Hook figure we got was decent. And as much as this dropped, which I don't remember what I ended up picking it up for, I passed it up on a couple of Ringside orders and then finally grabbed it here. So there's that exclusive Hook. And then we've got 2 more here from the Ringside order that I was super pumped about. So I saw someone on Facebook. So the reason I ended up making this order, I thought I was kind of done. And then I saw someone on Facebook complaining about Ringside. Actually, it's weird how this happened. They were complaining about Ringside because they'd ordered like a Chase Sandman, I think it was, and then got a normal, or like forgot it in the order. So then they contacted Ringside and they said like, hey, you guys messed up. Can I get another Chase Sandman? And Ringside said like they didn't have it in stock or something. And then the person said they went back on the website and they had it in stock, and it was cheaper than they'd ordered it before because it was on sale for Ringside. So instead of like the $34.99 or something they had it on, I went ahead. I got something out of the misfortune of others, unfortunately, which is still up there. So I'm sure they got this guy right. I don't know. But I picked up the Chase Sandman, and with me wanting to make my own cloth goods, I figured this Sandman was a good one. So I can make the red shirt with the red logo, with his red logo on there. That can be like an easy test run for me to work on my sewing skills. But really wanted the Chase version with the American flag pants and everything. and it's super cheap now. I want to say it's like 14 or 16.99, something like that for the chase. So even and then the regular is like 11. So that's a cool pickup. And this was one I wasn't sure about, but this is why I tell you I ordered that Bryan Danielson to bring the average cost down. So I couldn't help myself. I missed out on the Ultimate Edition, but I got the chase from the vault Yokozuna with the white and the red instead of the red and black or the black and red. This was the only color I didn't have of Yokozuna that Mattel has made, and I really wanted it. I was bummed when I couldn't find it in stores, so I did order that chase. So I want to get those out. Like, I'm not going to open the Stardust because those are just going to be for custom. I want to get this stuff out for the end, but then I have also got my, Mattel Creations order. Okay, so I got all those out of the box, and just some quick observations. So Yokozuna here, Chase Yokozuna. If you have Yokozuna, unless you have a specific one, like I did with this one, where you want the white and the red, it seems like all the other ones. We got the Royal Rumble one, which I think was just in the red tights with the black guard, and I skipped that one because I felt like it wasn't really giving me anything new. I don't even know if it had double jointed legs at that point. We've got the arms. I like these arms. They need to use these for some more bigger guys. This is another case of the head just kind of coming off. Like it's not on there very tight. It's got a pretty large peg hole, so it's not on there tight or snug. But I don't have this version of this robe in just the red. Like I said, I passed up on the Ultimate. Well, not passed up, I just wasn't able to track it down. I didn't want to get the normal version, and this was the chase and I missed out. So I didn't get that, which might have come with that robe, and maybe the Royal Rumble one did too. I have the checkered one, but that's it. It's a little bit different. The Danielson, I'm very glad I ordered one of these, and that's it. This figure is it's $2.99. I'm glad I didn't buy this at retail. I don't know if it's necessarily bad, I guess. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It just doesn't really do anything for me. And I don't love the fit of this shirt. So I'm glad I didn't buy a bunch of them for the shirt. So, $2.99. Thanks for bringing down that figure average. Next up here was the Sandman. I threw on one of the custom shirts I have. This might have been from Chaos Wrestling Club. I ordered this. It was just an extra I had sitting around. Nothing new with that Sandman. Thought it was a fine figure. It was cooler to get Sandman than it was the actual execution, I felt like. And then this effing Jazwares is like an ex that you know you shouldn't be with, and then you see him on social media and you're like, you know what, maybe we'll try again. And that's me. That is me with Jazwares. I get a figure, I open it up, I think, okay, I go through things. I go through parts, accessories, stuff like that, and I'm like, why? Like, this is why I wait for clearance, big clearance on Ringside. So even once I opened the box, I was like, yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. He comes with the bag of chips. This head sculpt we've already gotten. I don't like the placement of the tattoo because I can't just really have it in a neutral. That stomach tattoo is off center and it's really high. So you articulate it all, you're covering it up. The chip hand was cool. I liked that. I thought all this looked good. Then I started to try to put the accessories on it. So the sweatshirt is the same one that we've gotten with Punk figures. I tried to put it on him. It didn't really fit great, but that wasn't a big deal. For the most part, I like this. It just didn't fit. Like it felt like it was designed for Punk, not for Hook. So I didn't love it. And then the FTW belt is cool. I have one already from Ricky Starks, I'm pretty sure. And then I had one from Chaos Wrestling Club, which I like that version a little more. It feels less cheap. This was the other hand he came with. But then we had the backpack, which is cool. I thought this was a cool accessory. This is one of the reasons I decided that I wanted this hook. And the strap is really, it's just not very flexible. not very pliable, so it was hard to get it on his shoulder and just to stay there. And it's got the right strap, so I think it would go on this side, and I tried to put it on this side. It just, neither side really worked. So then if I put it on the right side, and then I've got the chip over here, I can't use a hand to hold it. So just like some small things that I'm like, well, none of this, it's all cool, but none of it works together. But then I was like, you know what? I like this sunglasses head sculpt. I'll just throw this on there with the chips, and it'll be cool, because Hook is supposed to just be cool, eating chips. And he doesn't have the peg hole in it. So I try to put it on here. Whoops. And it just sits down there because it can't attach. You can see the difference here. This one's got the insert, this one doesn't. Like, damn it, Jazwares. Just give me a figure and just do what you tell me you're gonna do. I'm not even asking Jazwares to go above and beyond. I just want them to apply the decals of the figure centered and have heads that I can pop on and off. And Mattel is not absent of fault for some of their figures. They've been having some insane quality control issues, but I personally have not had a lot, like, real big issues with that, other than like the pinless joints being stuck. Jazwares, it feels like I never get anything that's just right. Even like the Danielson, like his smile, like the scan is off a little bit. But anyway, I've got one more thing in here. Let's open it up. And then my Mattel Creations order was the CM Punk, the debut, re-debut, return of CM Punk. And I only picked up one of these, and I've seen a few people posting pictures. Not few. I've seen a lot of people posting pictures because everyone got this at the same time. Some people got weird emails saying that it would be delayed if they didn't respond. That didn't happen to me. I don't know how that happens with a pre-ordered, made-to-order figure. But anyway, I'll get it out. I'm not going to do like a big review of it because a lot of people have. I just want to kind of take a look at it like I did with my other figures here. So, just out of the shipper, this looks really nice. And I know, like I said, I've seen pictures. I haven't watched any reviews of it, but this looks so good. I really like the insert there. It looks cool. But his pants, I saw people comment on this about his pants look pretty gray there, or like a washed out black. They don't look blue, so I'm not sure why that happened, and I don't know if I'm gonna do any fixing up on this, if I'm gonna like dry brush on there, but I mean, it was made to order. It's a cool figure. It still was $25, so it wasn't like super expensive where I feel like I can't touch it up, but I don't know. Let's get out of the package, at least move it around a little bit. Okay, we got it out, and I'm gonna be honest, I know I was complaining about the pants here, but this figure is gorgeous. I love the pants mold. It's a new pants mold as far as I can tell. The feet, I don't know what feet they are. They're like, they have the shoe mold, a sneaker mold, and they've got the stripe on them. They've got a double jointed toe. I don't know if these are from like Usos or something, but then the pants fit right down in there. We've got the double jointed arms and everything with his shirt here. The sculpt is awesome. That sculpt is fantastic. He's got the wristwatch and everything. Drug free on the fingers, which I had mentioned. The quality on my the taped fingers and everything on some of my other Punk figures is kind of all over the place, so at least that one's right. Got that back tattoo. No star tattoo. The one like behind his ear. Then same thing we come to expect with the chest tattoo. Stomach tattoo, I feel like could be a little higher, but maybe it's just because it's a jeans mold, so that's why they have it placed the way they do. I don't know. I don't have my other Punk figures. Like I said, I'm not going to do a full review of this. Pinless legs and everything. Yeah, they bend. Okay, don't need to push it really. I'm not going to be doing a ton of posing with this, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I will when I get around to that pick fed I've been talking about. I'm glad they didn't try to make this like a $50 figure or something on Mattel Creations. $25 can handle that. Should have ordered a second one, but it is what it is. Here's Danielson. We'll just get everyone back up here. Okay. It is wild to me how different the scaling is for Jazwares and Mattel. I always felt like if another figure company, making wrestling figures specifically, wanted their stuff to sell the best, then they should make it so it fits in scale with Mattel and everything, because that's the main one. I don't know why you wouldn't, like, it doesn't have to be the same. I thought Jazwares, when they said it was going to be all be in scale, that gave them an opportunity to just take what Mattel's done and do it a little better, and I kind of thought they were going to, and it hasn't gone that way. So here are all the figures that I got strictly for the shelf, all the things picked up here, and then like I said, we have the 2 Stardust figures as well. Bam, bam. Oh, can't forget the display stands too. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. But that is everything for today. We got that Ringside and Mattel Creation stuff coming in, and there's still more. There's I ordered so much, and I kind of forgot how much I ordered. But while I said I've said it hurt my wallet, but my heart has not been happier. So I appreciate my lack of impulse control on spending on action figures. You know, maybe I won't appreciate it down the road. But anyway, I'll stop yapping. If you guys have stuck around, I appreciate it. Like I said, I've got a lot more stuff coming still. eBay, Ringside, Mattel, a lot. Anyway, moving on. Finally, I promise I'm done yapping here. If you've stuck around the whole way, I appreciate it very much. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude